Today is Monday the 5th of September, and on Battle Drill Devotionals this week, we discover that discouragement is curable. To help us, we'll be reading from Nehemiah chapter 4 and verses 1 to 15. Today we're reading from the New Living Translation. Enemies oppose the rebuilding. Sanballat was very angry when he learned that we were rebuilding the wall. He flew into a rage and mocked the Jews, saying in front of his friends and the Samaritan army officers, "What does this bunch of poor, feeble Jews think they're doing? Do they think they can build the wall in a single day by just offering a few sacrifices? Do they actually think they can make something of stones from a rubbish heap, and charred ones at that?" Tobiah the Ammonite, who was standing beside him, remarked, "That stone wall would collapse if even a fox walked upon the top of it." Then I prayed, "Hear us, our God, for we are being mocked. May their scoffing fall back on their own heads, and may they themselves become captives in a foreign land. Do not ignore their guilt. Do not blot out their sins, for they have provoked you to anger here in front of the builders." At last the wall was completed to half its height around the entire city, for the people had worked with enthusiasm. But when Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabs, Ammonites and Ashdodites heard that the work was going ahead and that the gaps in the wall of Jerusalem were being repaired, they were furious. They all made plans to come and fight against Jerusalem and throw us into confusion. But we prayed to our God and guarded the city day and night to protect ourselves. Then the people of Judah began to complain. "The workers are getting tired, and there is so much rubble to be moved. We will never be able to build the wall by ourselves." Meanwhile, our enemies were saying, "Before they know what's happening, we will swoop down on them and kill them and end their work." The Jews who lived near the enemy came and told us again and again, "They will come from all directions and attack us." So I placed armed guards behind the lowest parts of the wall in the exposed areas. I stationed the people to stand guard by families, armed with swords, spears and bows. Then, as I looked over the situation, I called together the nobles and the rest of the people and said to them, "Don't be afraid of the enemy. Remember the Lord, who is great and glorious, and fight for your brothers, your sons, your daughters, your wives, and your homes." When our enemies heard that we knew of their plans and that God had frustrated them, we all returned to our work on the wall. Amen. Do you ever get discouraged? I know I do. It can affect me in many ways. We're going to look at 4 of them this week, and some of the cures for discouragement. When I get discouraged, I get tired. Like the people of Judah, I start complaining. "I'm tired. There's too much to do. This work is too hard. I'm never going to get it all done." Do you ever feel like that? When you feel tired and discouraged, you need your friends to encourage you. The people of Judah's response to their tiredness was that they all returned to working on repairing Jerusalem's walls. They encouraged each other and then did the work together. Your friends will encourage you when you get tired and discouraged. They are the ones who will have faith for you when your faith is done. Trying to handle discouragement by yourself will leave you more tired, more stressed, and even more discouraged. Your friends are the ones who will carry you through it, knowing that God is with you. Isn't that encouraging? As you reflect on these words today, you might want to use this question to help you. Who supports you when you are feeling tired and discouraged? And I hope to see you again soon for another battle drill.